Welcome back to Parenting 101. Today let's talk about when you leave your child. Everyone, parent and child, will experience separation anxiety at some point. I remember one time leaving my daughter with a babysitter that she was very familiar with and finding out when I got home that she had actually ran after our car all the way down the driveway in her sock feet in the pouring rain because she didn't want us to leave. Remember, though, that most of the time, the separation will be harder on the parent than it is the child. Yes, the parent. One day, leaving my son at a relatively new school, he was in first grade, he was very upset when I left. All day, I worried about how he was handling his day and the separation. When I picked him up, I said, "So how long did it take for you to calm down this morning?" "Calm down? What are you talking about, Mom?" I told him, "You were crying when I left this morning," and he said, "Oh, I forgot all about that." Well, I hadn't, and he was quick to tell me how silly I had been to spend my whole day worrying about how he was doing. So remember, it's not always as hard on the child as you might think it is while you're gone. Anxiety is based on the unknown. The parent not knowing how the child is coping when they're not with them. The child not knowing when or if Mom and Dad are coming back. One way to combat this is to try to eliminate as many of the unknowns as possible. So, one way to do this, make sure you know your babysitter very well. Have them over to the house to watch you as a family, and you can watch the sitter interact with your kids. This way the children will get more and more comfortable and familiar with them. Another way is to always tell the child when you will be back. Don't say that you're going to be back in 5 minutes if you're going to be gone for 3 hours. Let them know, "Mommy will be back at dinner time," or "I won't be back until after you're in bed tonight, but I'll see you first thing in the morning." Learning independence is a necessary part of life. It's just not always a pleasant lesson to learn. Remember that this is important for your child to learn how to be apart from you well and with dignity. So the next time you're about to leave, just take a deep breath, walk out the door, and have some fun on your time out. Thanks.